This time a year ago, like, nobody knew who Riley was.
She's so sharp on this event, only a first-year senior.
She's not a kid that says too much. She more just kind of goes and does.
I have not a lot of shelf space, so they're in my closet.
She's kind of like an ideal gymnast.
She nails it.
Internationally, they're already talking about her.
I think about the Olympics maybe like every single day.
And I just want her to understand, like, she's good enough to do that. Straight down. Yeah, but you changed on the board. Did you feel it?
Yeah.
The same way you landed on the mats is the exact same way you landed on the board. It wasn't bad. The mats are pretty high. Finish the round off more, you'll finish the layup more. Okay? And your head was fine. Your head was very good.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. Yeah. So basically, pretty good. And you didn't fall on your face. That's key. One more and let's move on. Straight down and feet under. Shoulders straight down and head in. I like it. Very nice. Very nice. Only thing is you left the table and went this way. The hurdle was good and your head was good. Just push and shoulders up. You just pulled your hands down. Yeah, good.
We just went to vault and did some timers, layouts, fulls, and now we're going to bars.
Nice and tall. Tall and up. Good.
Yeah, bars is definitely one of my favorite events. It's one of the easier events for me, but also like I feel like I love learning new skills on bars because one thing leads into like the next thing so easy. Like if you learn a stalled or hacked, then you can turn it into a pike, then you could turn it into like anything else.
Squeezing. Stay over and up. Nice and tall. My God. All the way. No, we didn't finish it. So we just finished the first half of our competitive season. Ribs, ribs, very good. And up, right? The elite season is really long and she's never done like a full elite season before. This is her first year really being like an elite for the whole year. And up, relax. Slow it down and now shake. It's a really long year if you're thinking all the way through October, which is what we're thinking. It makes for a very long season. So I've definitely given her, like, I would say a month of a physical and mental break. And we're about a week in to kind of getting going again. Good job on the handstands, but obviously, again, you didn't finish the starter to the top. Did you feel it? Yeah. Yep, and then you had to pull your shoulders back on the pack, and then that's why the leg straddle happened. Again, handstand's good, but you're not finishing. You're like coming out of the starter hack too soon. All the way up, straight up.
Well, I first started gymnastics when I was 6 years old. I did soccer and swimming before that, and I wasn't like huge fans of those, but I just remember going into gymnastics and be like, wow, I love this. I just wanted to get like to the highest level there was, because when I was little, I was really competitive.
And up.
My gym in Connecticut, I knew I wasn't gonna get where I wanted to go. I knew I needed to make a change. I was basically like begging my parents. I was like, I need to go try out some other gyms. Like, I knew it meant like I'd probably have to like move somewhere else. Well, I absolutely knew that, and that's why I tried MG in the first place.
A little bit flexing and pulling in front of you, a little more relaxing and pointing your toes. Riley called me right at the end of 2015, so we were heading into 2016, and I had Lori and Jazzy that were both, in my opinion at the time, really on the map for Rio. So it just didn't seem like the right year to accept any new kids. But just from the second she came in, I could just tell she was just gonna work hard and be like a good addition to the group, and she had something special. She just had that look about her. Elite was definitely in her future.
I went in there like one day and she's like, okay, you can come back the next day. So I stayed, and then she's like, okay, you wanna stay another week? So I was like, yeah, I'll come back. And then, yeah, I just never left.
Good, all the way up, right? Tap push, very nice. And now ribs in, ribs, ribs, oh, and the body shape. Yeah, very good.
So this is my room. As you can see, I kind of like mermaids. I have a mermaid blanket here and mermaid pillow. That's me on the beach when I was little. And, well, there's this thing right here. That's my Jesselo trophy. I have like other ones up here too. I have not a lot of shelf space, so they're in my closet. When I first moved to MG, I was maybe a decent level 10, not that good. And Maggie just helped me so much, like gained skills, and she just kept teaching and teaching me. These are a lot of my like competition Leos. It's really cool because you like see pictures of people from the Olympics and they're like wearing these Leos. So when I first got them, I like tried them on and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like incredible.
You know, as far as 2016 with Riley, you know, everything happened so fast for her last year, and I know it was just kind of like a fairy tale year for her kind of last year.
These are all my medals. These ones were from P&G's last year.
Last year being an Olympic year and with Lori and Jazzy, I think it was really motivating for her to see that like this can happen like right here inside of your own gym.
It's amazing to have Lori and Jazzy as leaders. Like they know all the ropes, they like tell me tips, and like it's so cool.
Her and Lori were together like 24/7 last year, so for her to watch one of her close friends go through something like that and just like literally accomplish her dreams, I think was obviously very motivating for Riley. She was just like thriving off of it, just learning so much so fast.
Hey, ready? Go get it. She just forgets about it. I have 3 younger siblings, 2 brothers and 1 sister. My youngest brother I feel like is most like me because he's like crazy, a daredevil. I say he would be a really good gymnast, but my mom doesn't want to put another kid in gymnastics because me and my sister are already in it.
I just finished level 7, I'm training level 8, and it's like really excited because I'm working like a lot of new skills, and it's like really good because it's like I love working new skills.
Down, down, good girl.
Last year when we watched Riley qualifying elite and all the success that she had afterward. At the time we were living in Connecticut and MG Elite was in New Jersey, about 2.5 hours away from our house.
Her mom would drive her down first thing Monday morning. They would leave her house at like 5 a.m. in Connecticut and drive in and come straight to the gym. She would sleep at different girls' houses and lived out of a suitcase.
And then my mom would come down either Friday night or Saturday, and we'd drive home Saturday afternoon after practice. So I'd basically like get Sunday at home and then back again for like an entire year, so that was hard.
We wanted to see how it was going to go in the gym and see if it was going to work with Riley and MG Elite and Maggie, and I did a lot of research and a lot of driving around because I have 2 boys who play lacrosse, and I knew I needed a really strong lacrosse town for them.
Ready, come on. Ready? Go get it.
Just a couple months ago her family moved.
My entire family moved down. They all came down here just so I could train. It was honestly just incredible to have like my family with me again. It just like felt right. Like I was able to like finally like relax. Down. Ah, good girl.
Squeeze. Good. Now pointing your toe here. Point. Tighter hands. Now show the position. Show, show. Toe to your heel, Riley. Just think double, please. Slow. Whoa. Going into 2017, she was on national team going into this year, and my goals were for her to get her first international assignment. Keep the posture, stay slow. Slow. Touch. Good. That was good. You just leaned. Your legs and your hands were better.
In the beginning of 2017, we knew like one of the first competitions was the American Cup, so that was one of my goals to make that.
Up and point. Come on.
The February camp was the American Cup selection camp.
We'd known we were training for it, and she kind of had to get the result at that training camp.
I placed first in that, which I was really proud of, and I got selected to go to the American Cup.
Going into American Cup and it being right here in New Jersey, literally 30 minutes down the road, I felt like there were a lot of positives, but then there was the other side, which was like a lot of pressure because everybody that's ever met her came to the meet. I was definitely concerned about that, but I kind of just tried not to mention it. And I think that did definitely backfire a little bit.
I had like a really good practice like right before the meet, and then we went to sit in the back for an hour and a half while the boys started, and I just like kept my brain on the entire time. Like I made myself overwhelmed crazy. Like I wasn't thinking about my gymnastics, I was thinking about like other stuff, like how I had like so many like over 100 people watching in the stands, and it like didn't go good like right off the bat.
Starting on vault, I think that she was mentally just checked out at that point. I'm just, I guess at this point, happy she kind of survived the vault. I felt like going into bars, maybe she was kind of awake and was back with me. and she missed her shoulder pike. And then I know she was just so mad at herself, like kind of in shock, you know, not really understanding like why am I on my face on the floor. Going into beam, I felt like, okay, now we got this. And she just rushed her dismount. And then she landed on her back and rolled, and I'm like, I've never ever in my life seen her do that in the gym. So that was kind of like, what is going on, you know? We went to the back, tried to get away from the cameras, but that didn't work. They followed us. I remember I said, like, are you okay? Like, is your neck okay? Are you physically okay? She was like, my body's fine, just my pride hurts. And I'm like, oh. It like killed me.
I don't want to say like I was kind of over the meet, but like I kind of was. And I was just like, I need to like finish this strong.
And she went out and did a decent floor routine and at least could kind of walk away and hold her head up a little bit, you know. And I just told her the whole time, listen, the day is gonna end. You're gonna go home and you're gonna go to sleep and it's gonna be over. And that's it, and you'll wake up and tomorrow's a new day. And we kind of went with that philosophy.
I was definitely so much more motivated after that because I knew I did not show what I've like been doing for months.
Nice. Don't move. Now the same thing, touching your hands. Now show a better finish, show. Yeah, a little more even. Coming off of American Cup, the thing I was most concerned about is that it was gonna really like shake her confidence and make her think she's not a good competitor. Squeeze. Go, point, bigger, point. She came in the gym and we kind of rested for like a week, and then we had Italy selection camp coming up, so there wasn't really time to sit there and like dwell or anything, you know. I felt like Italy was a good time for her to kind of like redeem herself.
I was so excited to be named to the Jesselo team because I've never actually like been out of the country before. The training days leading up to the competition, they went really, really well.
Of course I was worried about having a repeat of American Cup, yeah, because she trained really well going into American Cup.
And we're moving back over to beam to see Riley McCusker. Just her second international meet. Riley is definitely one of those gymnasts you'll want to keep your eye out for this year.
She did a decent beam routine. It was not her best for sure. I think she had a wobble on her side aerial or something, which was very like random.
That beam routine, it was important. It was your first event. It's like what sets the tone for the rest of the meet almost.
A great finish there, handspring, double tuck.
And then we went to floor. She was actually doing a beautiful floor routine. And then she did her double tuck at the end, and
I just basically over-rotated my double tuck.
Very uncharacteristic there.
I just was like, okay, now on to vault. Gotta do my job. I knew my vault was gonna count as a team score.
Double twisting your Chanko and a really nice job there.
it was a pretty good vault, I have to say.
Heading into bars, I was just like, wow, I got 3 events done already. Okay, one more, and then I'm done.
Huge air on that Rikna, right into a pack.
It didn't even really feel like a competition because I feel like we practiced so much there.
Awesome work so far.
That was a really good bar routine.
Just a difficult dismount left. She nails it.
To get like a 15:05, that was my first 15, like in an actual competition. And I was just so happy. I was like jumping up and down. When I heard my name called for first place, it was kind of like unreal. I can't believe I'm standing up here right now on the first place podium for all around in an international competition. It was cool. We signed like a lot of autographs that night. And then we went back to the hotel and got ready for day 2.
Going into finals, she had bars and beam, and those are, in my opinion, like her 2, I would say, strongest events. But also competing 2 days back-to-back is very hard.
Great height on that Rikna.
So I went on bars first. second after I took my grips off, they called us for awards. You know how like when you get the awards, like you feel like the meet's like over, okay. But no, like I had to like run down and like run over to the beam to like start warming up beam because they were right after each other.
And Riley McCusker up next on beam. She's so sharp on this event, so confident in what she does.
She did a good job on beam. Again, neither day was her best beam routine.
A great save on that triple series.
Beam went really good. I hit another routine. I'm so proud of the senior team because it's an entire new group of girls that went out there and we got first. And I think we were just really proud to do it for the United States right after like an Olympics.
She really needed to have a good competition after American Cup, and I'm just really proud that she came back in the gym and she worked hard, and she didn't let that competition carry over to this competition, and just kind of started to show what she's really capable of. Nice and tall, tall, and all the way, right? Tap, swing, push. Very nice, just the arms, and tall. Tight, tight, tight. Come on, come on. Good save. Okay, way to work to save that and not give up. Very good. Jess Lowe in general was such like a confidence booster for her. You know, I hope that she can feel really good about what she did and start to understand her potential. And hips, good. Tight, tight legs. For this 2017 year for her, first year senior, only second year elite. Going into the year, I would have never said like the goal was for her to make worlds. But I don't know, she's on the mix. Push point.
My goal is to go to Worlds. That would be like amazing.
You're famous, Riley.
When you're a good elite and you're in the top and you're in the mix and you're one of the best in the country and the world, I assume your goal is the Olympics. And I just want her to understand like she's good enough to do that.
I think about the Olympics maybe like every single day. It's always in the back of my mind, you know? How could it not be? The team at MG Elite is like literally like a family. I mean, it's small, but like it's great that way because we all like know each other so well and we're all just very driven, and I'm just so thankful for that.